The United States, a land built on freedom, democracy, and justice. But behind the curtains of this shining beacon, there lies a darker, more complex history. What if everything you thought you knew was only half the story? Secret History of the USA, Shocking Truths Revealed. From its very foundations, America's history is laced with secrets that could change the way you view this nation forever. In this video, we uncover the hidden truths the textbooks don't want you to know. Stick around, because you're about to discover a side of America's past that's been kept in the shadows for centuries. Number 1, the Founding Fathers, the real motives behind independence. The American Revolution, the birth of a nation. But was it truly a fight for freedom? Or was it about securing power for a select few? The founders and the fight for power. While the revolution is often portrayed as a righteous stand against tyranny, many of the Founding Fathers were, in fact, wealthy landowners with their own vested interests. Men like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson were not simply fighting for freedom, they were fighting to protect their land, their wealth, and their status. In fact, Jefferson's vision of freedom excluded one of the most significant groups, the enslaved people who worked the land. The Constitution itself, a document hailed as a symbol of equality, explicitly protected slavery. The Founding Fathers may have proclaimed all men are created equal, but that equality didn't extend to everyone. Number 2, the deep state, who's really in control? As America grew into a global power, a shadow government began to take shape, an elite class that controlled not just the economy, but the very direction of the country. You might think elected officials make the decisions, but who really holds the reins of power? The hidden hand, corporate influence. From the banking system to big oil, powerful corporations have quietly influenced America's politics and policies for over a century. The Federal Reserve, established in 1913, is often seen as the heart of this power, an institution not controlled by the government, but by a small group of private elites. These corporations don't just influence policy, they create it. Behind every major financial crisis, every war, every trade deal, you'll find corporate interests pulling the strings. America, it seems, is not the democracy we've been led to believe, but a corporate oligarchy in disguise. Number 3, the CIA's dark legacy. In the Cold War, the CIA became a covert force that shaped not just foreign policy, but domestic life as well. MKUltra. The Cuban Missile Crisis. The overthrow of governments in South America. These were not isolated incidents, they were part of a hidden agenda to maintain U.S. dominance on the world stage. MKUltra, mind control and covert operations. One of the most chilling programs ever run by the CIA was MKUltra, a mind control experiment that used drugs, hypnosis, and psychological torture on unsuspecting American citizens. The goal? To create the perfect spy, one who could be controlled at will. The program was so secret that it wasn't even fully acknowledged by the government until the 1970s. Thousands of individuals were unknowingly subjected to these experiments. The U.S. government didn't just wage war on foreign soil, they waged war on their own citizens' minds. Number 4, political assassinations, what really happened? The assassinations of John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy, and Martin Luther King Jr. are among the most tragic moments in American history. But what if they weren't just random acts of violence? The killings that shook America. Officially, we were told that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in JFK's murder. But questions linger to this day. Did the CIA, the FBI, or even the military-industrial complex have a hand in the death of America's most idealistic president? Theories abound. Some believe JFK was killed because he was trying to distance the U.S. from the Cold War. Others claim his stance on civil rights made him a target of powerful elites who feared losing control. Number 5, the truth behind 9/11. September 11, 2001, a day that changed the world forever. But was it really just an attack by terrorists, or was there more to the story? The attack that changed everything. The official narrative told us that Al-Qaeda orchestrated the attack, but for many, questions remain. Why were there so many lapses in security? Why did the U.S. government fail to act on intelligence warnings? And most disturbingly, was this tragedy used as an excuse to launch wars in the Middle East, to push through unprecedented surveillance laws, and to consolidate power under the guise of national security? The Patriot Act, which followed almost immediately after September 11, granted the government sweeping powers to monitor citizens, without any real oversight. Was 9/11 merely the catalyst for a broader agenda, one that would tighten control over the American people? The truth is out there, but are we ready to face it? What do you think about these hidden truths? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to continue uncovering the secrets that have shaped the United States, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The more we ask, the closer we get to the truth.